Supercharging this car should have been relatively simple, but buying a second-hand kit made it so it wasn't. Was it all worth it? Or shall we let Dolly loose with the sledgehammer? So today is the day where we find out how much horsepower the car's actually making. So as it is now, it's pretty much a standard off-the-shelf Harrop kit. It's got the smaller pulley on the bottom. Previously it had the bigger pulley when we were running the other ECU, and obviously that was what was making the extra boost. So this is kind of like a baseline run as to find out what horsepower we're at now, and we'll build on it from there. So we're going to go off to Mallory Performance now. We've got a dyno session booked with them just to do some power runs, and we'll find out how much horsepower it's actually making. Mallory Performance is a very local dyno to us. It's just a quick drive through the Leicestershire countryside. They have a 4-wheel drive Maha dyno and a state-of-the-art dyno cell. It's also right next door to Mallory Park race circuit.
That's electric.
That sounds cool there, doesn't it?
Sounds like some out of the Jetsons.
On the racetrack today, it sounds like they've got some form of electric car going round. Obviously electric cars don't make noise, so the M3 is going to make up for that. For those of you that have had your cars tested on a dyno before, you know that this stage is the most nerve-wracking part. They're strapping your car onto the dyno to absolutely rag the living daylights out of it, to try and give you a rough idea of how much horsepower it makes. So we're here, she's all strapped up, and we're gonna make some estimations on what we think she's gonna make. What are you thinking, Scott?
511.
511?
Yeah.
What do you reckon, Andy?
She's gonna make 510, bang on.
510. I'm hoping for a little bit more than that. I'm gonna say 530. But it was previously dynoed at 414 before we put the supercharger on. So anything more than that is a bonus. Now, those of you who know supercharged M3s might think that these numbers are a little low. But there's two things that we need to take into consideration. The first one is the Harrop kit is not known for being the most powerful kit. The reason we bought this kit was purely for noise, and the extra power that it produces was a nice bonus. The second thing is that Maha dynos are known for some people saying that they are extremely accurate and other people saying they're extremely harsh. But as we're going to be coming here when we upgrade the car and put modifications on it, just as a baseline run, it really doesn't matter what the figures are as long as in future we make more power. And now you get to enjoy the glorious sound of a supercharged V8 and the added bonus of seeing my nervous face. The first run, admittedly, was a little bit disappointing, but then the second run, she woke up a bit. the thing is now, they do it faster when they're about to die.
And 508.7.
And he's the winner so far.
I knew I should have said 589.
The third run made a little bit less power, as to be expected, only around 4 horsepower less, but you can expect this when the heat starts to set in.
You reckon she's made 9?
On the last one, which is weird, because the temperature's getting crazy.
Oh my god, the air flow through that booth. Yeah, it made less one. And 4 right last.
So Andy's predictions at the start were the closest. It made 508 and Andy guessed 510. Way off my estimation, but we're happy with that. It's a good baseline and it's only running around 5 psi boost with the smaller bottom pulley on. So there's plenty of room to build on from there. Once all was finished, we had a good chat with Phil, who after looking at the logs and testing the car, is pretty confident that he can get more out of the car when we've got the right supporting mods. So we're going to be taking it back to him as we go forward. We just finished, the anxiety was over, the car had survived the dyno. As we were about to leave, we had a nice visit from an absolute YouTube legend, Tony Armstrong. Now, for those of you who don't know, Mallory Performance is also the home of Matt Armstrong. Tony was working on one of their crazy projects that they've got coming out on their YouTube channel that we're not allowed to talk about. But he took time out of his day to come over and have a look at the M3. Yeah, I think Phil thinks he can get a bit more out of it, so.
Yeah.
Bit of fun morning, to be fair.
Yeah.
Cheers, buddy. Thank you very much.
It's alright.
See
See it when it's got the pulleys on it then.
Yeah, so it's not a massive
it.
job. Thanks for that. I'll send you money for that.
Really good.
Right, well, we heading back then.
Yeah, thank you. Nice to meet you.
See you in a bit, lads. Lovely to meet you.
See you later.
See you later, mate. Take care.
Maybe week after.
Yeah, so I'll give you a shout in the week. I'll get it on. So overall, we'd had a great day. The car didn't blow up. It got us there and back. But speaking about the back bit, unfortunately, in true fashion of this car, it decided to play up on the way home. It started spluttering on the downshifts. It had a little bit of hesitation when you were going from part throttle to full throttle. So we decided to pull over and have a look to see if anything had fell off. Nothing had fell off or popped off. So we had a little quick test drive to make sure that we were going to be safe to get home. And we decided to get it back to the workshop and start investigating yet again.
Blast it down there, let me listen on the downshift.
Bit mean for him to leave us stranded like this,
Yeah,
isn't
mate.
it? Well, welcome to Scott Milnes Travels. This is
Here we are in the middle of
this
the,
is abandoned in the
Leicestershire countryside.
Make it like go into limbo when it was still playing off.
Doing it then, weren't it?
Yeah. So that brings us up to present day. If you did enjoy this video and you want to see more progress on how we're getting on, please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so you can be notified when we've got new stuff out.
Just wanna pack up my things and go. Just wanna be free, just wanna zone.
And jump. Jump, because we're going to have it so you jump in.